Hello, welcome to channel. Am I audible? Welcome to the session, and in this is the last session for compiler design. पता होगा code optimization is one of the recently added topic, और ये बहुत important topic भी है. At least 1 to 2 marks तो इसमें से आएगा. That's why we have seen last class code optimization technique. Right? इस session में mainly data flow analysis में focus करेंगे, और what is live variable analysis. That's the most important topic for the GATE syllabus. तो और इस कोड ऑप्टिमाइजेशन में देयर आर वेरियस डेटा फ्लो एनालिसिस टेक्निक्स आर देयर, और उसमें से लाइव वेरिएबल एनालिसिस को इस सेशन में कवर करेंगे हम. ठीक है, और सबसे पहले we'll just look at the various other things. In case if anybody is not following my profile on Unacademy, so you can click on follow after visiting this profile on Unacademy, so that you can get daily notifications of classes whichever I take on Unacademy. So now the Unacademy is giving you one best offer, that is 8,499. You should use to get this offer as CSDA code, and in this subscription you will be getting all the features that you have in front of you, like you can access CSIT or data science batches or practice batches or placement batches, all of them in one place. That is, one of the best thing that you have in the Unacademy subscription. So you have a lot of the best ranks this year produced by Unacademy, and in case if you wanted to prepare from us with Unacademy platform, you can use this offer. This offer is available till 28th July. So what do you get here? You will get total 8 months access for the Unacademy classes subscription, and if you want Iconic, you have to pay 14,400. The code is CSDA. Use this code to avail this benefit. And what else you have? You have the new batches going to start from 31st July. That is Apratishta, which is going to start for computer science C programming by Pankaj sir, and Start batch, which is going to start from 31st July, and same subject C programming. And Vision English batch, it is Vision is English batch. English batch is going to start from 31st July, and that too discrete mathematics is going to start by Satish. All of them you can freely access once you take the subscription. And there is another batch for computer science, also starting from with discrete mathematics by Satish sir, and master batch is also going to start, but this is for 3 years course, so we are preparing for 2027, and this batch is discrete mathematics by Satish sir. Those are English batches, so that those people who wanted to learn in English, then you are right, welcome. And test series already launched on Unacademy. In case if anybody wanted to access the test series, if you have not taken the subscription, to purchase only test series 1,499. In case if you have already taken subscription, this is part of the subscription, so no need to purchase separately. Computer science and data science are two different test series. You have to purchase two separately. And in this session, as I said, we are going to look at very important things like what is data flow analysis. Right? You need to analyze the data to understand various factors in the optimization technique. What is live variable? And then we'll go for how to find live variables in the given program. And what is this live variable analysis? You do the backward analysis, right? So how do you do that? Using gen, kill, in, out, sets. So we are going to look at all these factors and few important points in case if we need runtime environment. So first, data flow analysis. In this data flow analysis, you can analyze the code for various purposes. One, you may use forward analysis to analyze the data. Other, you can also do the backward analysis to analyze the data. और यहाँ पर फॉरवर्ड एनालिसिस में बहुत सारे डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ डेटा हो सकता है. वन, लाइव वेरिएबल एनालाइज कर सकते हैं आप, तो इसको लाइव वेरिएबल एनालिसिस बोलते हैं हम. लाइव वेरिएबल एनालिसिस ये बैकवर्ड टेक्निक है. वेरी सॉरी, लाइव वेरिएबल एनालिसिस इज हियर, बैकवर्ड एनालिसिस. That is what we are going to study. There are very other analysis are there. One is in the forward, we have reaching definition analysis. You can also find definitions, the program point using reaching definitions analysis. You can also find available expressions using forward analysis. The backward, you also have very busy expression analysis. In case if you want to know various data flow analysis techniques, these are the 4 famous techniques that you have in compiler design. So here we are going to study the live variable analysis in this session. In case if you want other analysis, you can go for them, but for exam point of view, live variable analysis is one of the important one. Right. So this is the important one, which is live variable analysis. To understand live variable analysis, you should know first what is live variable, right? We'll begin with what is live variable. And many people, they just try to look at the given statement, but live variable analysis requires a lot of effort to understand the definition. तो वो जो effort चाहिए हम इसमें करने वाला है. Yes, Ashit. Get PDF copy for individual subjects, right? अगर उसी subject ले रहा है तो मैं I will share the PYQs, right? We'll share that. If you in case ask in group, somebody will share you. So if you want to complete early, Mayank, you can access to educator profile, and you can plan your own way. You can complete even 3 months if you have the effort to prepare. But ये best है. Unacademy में क्या है? You don't need to follow particular batch. You can follow multiple batches to complete on your phase. You can make your own phase to complete. So what is live variable? Any idea? Suppose at this program point, X is live at some program point. Assume that it could be statement or it could be basic block. X is live variable at some point, program point P. Let's say some program point P. Why we say that X is live at that program point P is not because of that P is using X, because program point में X होना जरूरत ही नहीं है. But कहाँ होना चाहिए X? There should be some statement in the future that should read this X. So some statement S that reads J, that reads X. So the S has some S is some statement, वहां पर X read हो रहा है. मतलब अगर यहाँ पर X is live, इसका मतलब X इधर नहीं है, फ्यूचर में हो सकता कहीं पर भी, राइट? बट इधर X के बारे में बात चल रहा है. ठीक है, जस्ट लाइक आई विल क्रैक द गेट. तो क्रैक तो फ्यूचर है, बट अभी से बात चल रहा है उसकी इनडायरेक्टली. So some statement s that reads x and but that p to s path होना चाहिए. Path should exist from p to s. That's why we will know that s is the future, right? और ये s से before और p तक, s से before there should be no write. No write before s. ये है 3 पॉइंट सेटिस्फाई करना होगा to say it is live variable, right? Example, this is your program flow. Assume that there are so many statements in your program. Assume that this is s1, s2, s3, s4, s5 and so on. At particular point, let's say this point, it's not the statement, some point, let's say p, and here we say x is live. It means maybe s4 is reading x और p से x4 तक पाथ है, और s4 से पहले s3 s2 कोई भी राइट नहीं कर रहा है x के अंदर, मतलब x के लिए कोई नया असाइनमेंट नहीं है. Then we say that x is live at p. To understand, if x is live at p, some of the statements in future should read that x, and of course p to that statement there is a path, that's why this future is coming, and there should be no write. Suppose here x is live, then here x is reading, then there should be no write before that this s4, so that we can say x is live at p. Got it? Definition may not be easy, as you know, you need examples to understand. तो examples से start करेंगे. Let's start with this simple example to understand how to compute the live variables. Code. Now, if anybody asks, I want to find the live variables at a particular statement, let's say number the statements. Statement numbers. Now, somebody want to compute the live variables at a particular statement. Okay. Now we want to compute the live variables at 3. Live variables at statement 3 are at program point just before 3. At statement 3, the sense just before you have to take the program point. Either the program point is now that's a program point where you are looking for the live variables, or ये पूरा फीचर देखना होगा. आर यू रीडिंग एनी वेरिएबल? There are so many variables are there in future, right? Just look at what are the variables you need to target. Y, C, A, B, C, Z. You इधर ही रीड हो रहा है ना, तो somebody reading some variable, तो इधर रीड हो रहा है, और इससे पहले मतलब ये तो पॉइंट है, और यहाँ से यहाँ तक कोई राइट टू Y नहीं हो रहा है, तो इधर से इधर पाथ है, और Y तो रीडिंग चल रहा है. There is no write before this statement and just after this program point. So here Y is live. Why? Because at statement 3 you are reading the Y and there is no write before the Y up to this point. Don't look at the first. This is not participated here. Or what about C? C is also live. What else? Is Z तो लाइव नहीं होता, बाद में देख सकते हैं. ये बिफोर दिस यहाँ ए रीड राइट नहीं हो रहा है ना, तो A is reading at 4 and 3 to 4 path है, so the A is live. What about B? B, you are reading at 4 and 3 to 4 path is there, and before this 4 there is no write into B. 3 points you should satisfy. B is also live. C, you are reading at 5 and there is a path from 3 to 5 and there is no write into C before 5. 3 and 4 you have to look at, is also live. But Z is not live, even though you read at 5, even though there is a path from 3 to 5, but there is a write into 3. Before 5 there is write into Z. So Z is not live. So what are the variables are live at statement 3? Y, C, A, B, C. How many variables are live? Total 5 variables live. This is how you can find the live variables at particular statement. Got it? Every time you apply the live variable definition, you should stick to the three points. What are they? What are they? First, if you want to say live at this point, then somebody should read that variable and there should be a path from P to that statement and there should be no write before the. Okay. Got it? Can we try live variables at 1? You can also compute that. Can you do that? Live variables at 1. If you want to do that, again you need to calculate separately. Let's calculate here. What are the live variables here? You can also count all of them, but better just look at right hand side, but it's a better, right? X, will it be live? Because if you are reading here, there is a path from here to here, but there is a write before that X. So X is not live. What about A? A you are reading and no write before that A is live. And what about Y? Y you are reading here, but there is a write before that Y. Y is not live. C, you are reading here and no write before this is live. And A, you are reading here and no write before. A already taken, no need to worry. B is live because no write before this. And C, you are reading here and no write. C already taken, don't worry. Z, you are reading but there is a write before this, and ACB only live at the first statement. Similarly, any statement you can compute what are the variables are live. At this point, now you need to analyze the live variables. Then you cannot do the forward analysis. ये जो definition है, we are thinking forward way. But that's just definition. Could be very hard to understand that 3 statements in live variable definition. Like, who is that statement S that is reading the variable, and path from this point to that statement S and no write before that statement S would be much time taking, because you are looking entire program from this point to the till the end of the program, which will take much time. We'll just take small program to find the live variables. Now you have the control flow graph. Control flow graph, you need to analyze, but backward analysis. Doing backward analysis, there are many things to compute. What? first you need to compute gen set and kill set for every basic block. Assume there are 4 basic blocks and यहाँ पर आपको live variable analysis करना है. At each point you can compute live variable. You can compute here live variables at this point, at this point, this point, at this point. You can compute live variables at any program point. Of course, you can also compute at particular statement if you want. So now, what are the things you need to compute? As I said, to compute gen set, kill set, in set, out. ये 4 set आपको compute करना होगा, but कैसे? Every basic block को compute करना होगा ना, ठीक है? तो सबसे पहले आपको gen and kill compute करना है, gen set and kill set for each basic block. You have to compute gen set and kill set and out set. We are going to compute for each basic block. Gen and kill you can compute separately, but in and out can only by analysis. Okay, ये तो backward analysis से करना होगा और इनके लिए formulas भी होता है. और सबसे पहले gen kill का compute करेंगे, बाद में in and out का compute करेंगे. Okay? सबसे पहले gen and kill set. Assume this is a basic block 1, 2, 3, 4. Either you can also make what the table for it. Gen and kill for each basic block. 4 basic block. और for 1 के लिए gen and kill क्या है? So kill is so easy. Just look at the definitions like x, a. They are kill variables. They are getting new definition x comma a. The 2 y comma z. Kill is so easy to compute in this live variable analysis. B and w z y. And gen set is similar to the live variable, but your target is only to this basic block. So now at this point, what are the variables are going to be used in this block? Like from here, you might be reading x, but there is a right before that, so x is not in the gen set, and y is here, and you are reading here, and there is no right into y, so y will be in the gen set. And why x is not in the gen set? Because there is a definition the x before this x, just like the live variable definition, but restricted to only this block. Here now a you are reading, but no right before this a in this block, and b you are reading, no right into b before in this block. X you are reading, no right before into this block, right? Block a is already live, you know. A, b, x are going to be a live or gen set. A, b, x. And here x is read and y is read and no right before them. Both are there in the gen set. And either a is read, b is read, no right before this. W read, but the problem is you are having a right. And z you are reading, but right is the after this statement. This LHS comes after this, right? You are executing the statements. Now A, B, W, Z so far. Z you are reading here, but you are writing before, so don't take. X you are reading and no write before. So X is live. The X is in the gen set. A, B, Z, X. A, B, Z, X. They are in the gen set. Just like live variable, but your definition is limited to only the basic block. Now these are the gen and kill set. Now, similarly, you have to find in and out for the each basic block using backward analysis. अब backward analysis start होगा. Backward analysis का procedure क्या है? तो the last node से start होगा. ये last basic block है, इधर से start होगा. What is the algorithm to compute the in and out? Suppose you have 2 basic blocks and assume that you already know here out, you already know in here, and assume this is a basic block 1, this is a basic block 2. Now there is only one path from BB1 to BB2, and here if you want to count out, want to compute out, then this in of 2 you should copy it. Let's say this is out to in. Out 1 is same as what? Because you are doing backward analysis. Do backward analysis, the in goes to, and if you want to compute the in, out is very easy, right? If you want to compute in 1, the definition is different. Here already you know gen 1, already computed kill 1, then here in 1 same as 1 is cut, gen union out of this block of this. Now remember it, the in is everywhere same because it depends on purely that basic block, but out you have to be very careful because either into जो है you are going to copy into. Now in case if you have basic block 1, there are 2 basic blocks here. Assume that you already know out 2. Assume that you already know out 3. What is this? Assume that already you know into. Now if I want to compute out 1, out compute करना है, तो ये दोनों कैसे यूज होते? into union in 3, यूनियन लेना होगा एनालिसिस में, और ये तो सेम है आउट 1 कंप्यूट कैसे, इन 1 कैसे कंप्यूट करेंगे? 1 इज नथिंग बट सेम जेन 1 यूनियन आउट 1 में, ये आपको यूज करना इन सेट को कंप्यूट करना. कैन वी अप्लाई ऑन द गिवन प्रोग्राम? Hence, you have the good hope that you can crack the gate this year and you want to join IIT, you have to leave NIT. अगर आपको कैसे भी MTech करना है, college doesn't matter, you have to take. But always important, what should be. इस साल में NIT की रिक्शा है, नेक्स्ट ईयर में है. अगर आप सीरियसली प्रिपेयर फॉर IITs, then please go one more year, crack it, and want to take the gap and you. What is it? Why Z is in the gen set? Why Z is in the gen set? You can see that you are reading Z, the read, right? And from this point to this point, any write? Right, it's after, this comes after, this Z is after the Z. The same statement, but this happens after reading only. Right happens after, you know, right? If you have a Z is equal Z plus A, and this Z you are reading, and write happens after the read, not before the read. याद रखना, so this happens after the read. So don't confuse with these two Z's. यहाँ पर read चल रहा है और इससे before there is no write here. Correct? इससे before only W were writing. Very easy to understand. Many people may not be aware, but compute in and out each basic. Now सबसे पहले ये out 4 compute करेंगे. Out 4 we don't have any connection with any statement, so just pi. And now we know gen and kill, right? Now we are going to compute in 4. What is in 4? In 4 is gen 4. I'm writing G4 union out 4 minus kill 4. And ये क्या होगा? वो जो है A B Z X union out 4 जो है nothing. Pi minus anything is pi only. Get just A B Z X. This is the meaning of A B Z X is the live variables at this point, means live variables at this statement. The live variables at this point is A B Z X. You can look at it. Want to compute here. If you look at future A B Z X, those variables are going to come. The entire program you are looking now, not only just are out 3. Just copy from in 4, correct? That is A B Z X. I'm just leaving brackets. Yes, if you want to put, you can. Similarly, you can also write out 2 here. What is out 2? A B Z X in 4. अब यहाँ पर आपको in 3 कंप्यूट करना, मतलब इनका जेन सेट यूनियन का जेन सेट क्या है? x कामा y यूनियन आउट माइनस किल. आउट तो ये है, किल इनका किल जो है b है, इधर भी दिख रहा होगा. b हटा दो a z x, इनको a z x यूनियन कर लो, सिर्फ z आएगा, x ऑलरेडी है. इन 3 रिमेंबर in 3 that is xy union out 3 minus kill. यहां से आपको b हटेगा, a z x union xy xy a z. Can you calculate into what is in 10? इनका जेन जो है लिखा है abx यूनियन आउट माइनस किल. आउट किल तो yz आएगा, वहां पर यहाँ z हटेगा, abx तो ऑलरेडी है, तो नो नीड राइट अगेन. तो ओवरऑल रिजल्ट विल बी bx. To really perform well in to get IIT, and the gap doesn't matter, all depends on what you do in that. MTech is good considered if you are in MTech. They may not look at your BTech, and most maximum IITs they don't look at the. Fine. Now out one is here. The concept is very easy. Union of this into union in. What do you get? ABX. And this one x is already covered, y is not covered. ABX. And what is 1? Gen 1 तो y है, यूनियन आउट माइनस किल. x से हटा दो इसको, राइट? आउट माइनस किल, x से हटा दो b y z, y ऑलरेडी है in 1. I hope you understood how to compute and out. Very easy, but when you have the loops, the computation may repeat 2 to 3 times, depends on stability. You need to look at the in and out sets. If they don't change, then you can stop. If they are changing, loop, repeat the computation. This is how you compute backward analysis. You can easily compute live variable at every basic block before and after using in and out set. अगर आपको live variable definition पता है, program बहुत simple है, you can directly do it without doing in and out. Not. So now, important concepts might help you to understand runtime environment. What is runtime environment? Like you might be studied operating system or C programming. वहाँ पर ये टाइप की कॉन्सेप्ट आपको पता होगा. अब मेमोरी अलोकेशन, रन टाइम में मेमोरी अलोकेशन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है. व्हाट मेमोरी अलोकेशन स्ट्रेटेजी टेक्निक्स आर देयर? ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम यू माइट बी स्टडीड स्टैटिक मेमोरी अलोकेशन. इससे आपको रिकर्शन सपोर्ट नहीं करता. स्टैक कैन सपोर्ट द रिकर्शन. 3 also have heap memory allocation, can be used for explicit management of the data or memory. Can use malloc calloc function programming, manage the heap memory, and even parameter parsings or techniques also will impact the runtime. So runtime में parameter parsing matter करेगा कि which type of parameter parsing by the system. Parameter parsing in C have like call by value or pass by value, call by reference, call by address, etc. Only call by value, call by reference is there. C++ have call by value, call by. Apart from this, you might be studied like what is activation record. Both important definition. What is activation record? Of course, every activation record maintains the information function, or whenever the particular function called, corresponding activation created. Whenever it calls any other function, then the previous function activation record pushed onto the stack. Somehow it maintains the stack to the data of also. Then you may learn scoping. There are 2 types of scopes, static and dynamic. आपको 2 पॉइंट में 2 इंटरेस्टिंग पॉइंट्स मिलेगा. स्टैटिक स्कोप में आपको प्रोग्राम को समझना है. वेरिएबल एक्सेस डिपेंड्स ऑन योर सिंटैक्स. स्ट्रक्चर अगर आपको पता है स्टैटिक स्कोप में, यू कैन फाइंड आउट you are trying to access which variable, because you are calling x. Let's say x is equal to 20. 20 is assigned which x? Is it there in the same function or there in the what global variable, wherever? Static scope purely depends on syntax and structure. So अगर आपको structure समझ में आया, static scope can be done very easily. But dynamic scope is depends on the runtime, और आपका जो calling sequence है उसके ऊपर depend होता है आपकी variables access. ये dynamic scope you need to look at the calling sequence. Right? Calling sequence will decide the variables access. Static, the structure will decide how the variables will be. C is static oriented, static scope programming language. तो आपकी syntax के ऊपर आप बता सकते हैं ये variable global है, ये variable local है, और how you can access. ये मेन पॉइंट्स ऑफ रन टाइम एनवायरनमेंट. और अब हमको यार इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट तो कवर किया होगा. यू शुड आल्सो नो हाउ द गेट क्वेश्चन कमिंग ना. नाउ वी आर हैविंग वन प्लान लाइक ऑन संडे और सैटरडे. I'll plan a session complete CD PYQs. अगर ये PYQ सारे टॉपिक्स का एक ही सेशन प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए कोशिश करेंगे. विल प्लान either Saturday or Sunday. This session will be a little bit longer session, और इस सेशन को आप अटेंड कर लीजिए तो हम सक्सेसफुली कंपाइलर डिजाइन का सारे कॉन्सेप्ट और इस कॉन्सेप्ट्स को प्रैक्टिस कर, और कभी कभी प्रॉब्लम से बहुत अच्छा से है, तो यू विल ओनली डू द PYQs. All the PYQs will complete. Yes, if you have any difficulty in solving PYQs, that session definitely will help you. We'll meet in that PYQ session either Saturday or Sunday. We will try to plan on in the evening time, right? Be 7 to 11 something duration, or Saturday or Sunday, depends on plan. Sunday 7 to 11 around, take the session. Yes, timing is changed. You can I'll share the class link in Telegram group, so you can connect with that Telegram group like Devasar and let me help you. Many people try to read compiler very quickly. Of course, you should do quickly, but some topics you should learn in detail, like you studied lexical analysis. Your main focus is on tokens, how the tokens can identify. The main focus is on how to find the token, like using longest rule, right? That is the main target for you. Find token. And when it comes to syntax analysis, of course, learn everything, but practicing where you should do, like checking ambiguous and unambiguous grammars, type of grammar. Have a very good practice here. And identifying LL1 grammar, LL1 CFG, and identifying LR type, LR0, LR, LR, LR. What else you need? Know how to compute first and follow sets. That is the most important one for this chapter. Relations between this LR parsers, all LR parsers. Who is powerful? What is the relation between the grammars? How the tables like shift entries, how do you make the entries? You can just try to learn. SDTs, you have attributes, you have definition, you have evaluation. Intermediate representation, mainly 3 address code and control flow, and sometimes DAG, sometimes SSD. Text is very less, but very easy to understand. Code optimization, mainly you learn techniques. Also, live variable analysis. The topics help you to crack the exam compiler design very easily. Get full by full. Most of the times the question here. Sometimes the questions are also asked AT, IR, and code optimization. Recently, the code optimization was added. Regularly questions. You can focus on compiler very easy subject, and just by practice, some concepts you need to practice regularly. Remember to give the gap, it definitely may take much time. In case if anybody want to crack the gate this year and last year, so many, you may take the subscription, start preparing, and this offer 8,000. Offer is up to 20. Right? Can avail this benefit. The benefit is like purchase for get 2 months free. That to 8 months, 8,490 plus, and iconic same 6 plus 2 months. Price is 40. The code is CSTA. Offer is valid till today. the batches which are going to start C programming it is, and all these batches are actually coming from vision. It's an English batch, okay, and even batch else you have master batch. All our English batches are going to start by that is going to start from discrete mathematics. Can start, because that is a good thing, right? If you are preparing time, start from you wonder for various subjects. You also have the test series. Yes, if you are preparing for 2025, then this test series will give you to understand your performance, find your weakness, and similarly. Data science also have 1000. Thank you so much on today. Have a good practice on doubts you have.